Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Rome DMV, and I'm here with Avocado, man. Avocado. I'm sure there's a lot of questions to be answered today, man. So how you doing, man?
I'm very good, man. How about you?
Doing pretty good, man. So let's just jump right into it, man. First I'm gonna ask you, who is Avocado? Who is Avocado?
I am a filmmaker, and I've been filming battles for the past 11 years now, and I've worked with all different types of leagues: Grind Time, King of the Dot, Don't Flop, Crack Liberty, Barbarian Battlegrounds, and currently I'm getting booked to work with URL finally in November. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you answered my next question. So you are booked to do the traffic filming.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been. Well, to be honest, it's not finalized, but it's like 99.999% finalized. I've been talking with Chico. I've met Beasley before. Always had good relationships with them. Nothing bad to say about them. And I've always been a freelance artist. I've bounced around to different leagues. I just want to make the art form in general and the culture just look the best it can. So
yeah.
I'm not like gonna shy away from filming any league in general. And yeah.
Okay.
So far, talking to them has been nothing but a pleasure. So.
Okay, so I guess my next question is, you just said you're a freelance camera guy. So that pretty much means that you're not a King of the Dot video filmer like a lot of people view you, because I'm not gonna lie, that's how a lot of people in the public just viewed Avocado. He's the guy that films King of the Dot battles, and does the King of the Dot pay-per-view. So
I totally understand that, and it's King of the Dot. They're like everybody over there: Organic, Avi, King Fly, J Pro, Lush. They're all good friends of mine, and I've worked with them for a really long time. So of course I'm going to go above and beyond for them and their organization. But at the end of the day, I'm not King of the Dot staff. And how freelancing works is, if you don't have a job currently, you're going to go to the next job for a job. So that's how it works, and that's kind of how I also view battle rappers as well. Like, a lot of people kind of get sour on like battle rappers battling on a certain league, and then if they go to another one, it's kind of viewed as like, oh no, you were typecasted as this type of guy. But at the end of the day, they're just freelance artists. They're just going where the job is. So I'm much in the same boat as that. And I understand I've been branded kind of as King of the Dot's main dude.
yeah.
And that's just because I've worked with them so much, but I'm not staffed with them. So
okay, yeah. So you said you've always had a good relationship with URL. Has URL ever reached out to you before Traffic 3 about filming, ever?
No, this is the first time, and to be honest, and to be completely 100% transparent, it's mainly because of Disaster. Disaster is a big influence on me being there. I've been filming Disaster battles for fucking a decade, and I have a really good relationship with him. He's a good friend of mine, and basically we've kind of set. He understands now that his presentation of his footage is really important. So whenever he goes and battles somewhere else, sort of new for him at least, he always wants to make sure the presentation of his art is the best it can be. So he, reached out to Chico and Beasley, and he just said, hey, you guys should contact Avocado, because not only does he film battles for so long and he knows the ins and outs of it, but he's also in Los Angeles, so it's kind of a no-brainer.
It makes sense, yeah.
So I met Chico at Blackout 4, I remember, and I met Beasley at Traffic 2. I think that was it. We're past battled
Briz Rothstein, yep.
Yeah, I met him. I went to support that event and go, and I ended up actually helping him out with some stuff there. And
okay.
Yeah, I mean, they've always been super nice, and their business is amazing. So and I'm a huge fan, obviously. So it kind of just worked itself out.
Okay, all right. So is there any bad blood with you and King of the Dot now that you're working with URL?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. They're, like I said, they're good friends of mine, and they completely understand like that how freelancing works. You know, it would be different if I was staff at King of the Dot. Like, this would not be cool at all. But since I'm not staff, I'm a freelance artist. There's no bad blood at all. And furthermore, it's not like I'm not gonna do their events still. I'm like still booked to film World Dawn in Los Angeles, and then the next weekend World Dawn in Toronto, and to direct the pay-per-views for both of those events. So no bad blood at all.
Okay, well, speaking of pay-per-view, are you going to be doing the pay-per-view for Traffic 3? Is there going to be a pay-per-view for it?
You know, like, I don't know. I can't really, I'm not at liberty to say that, unfortunately. I will say that if there is a pay-per-view, if there is a live pay-per-view, I'm 100% going to be directing it. But at this point, I don't know if they've announced if they're doing it or not, so I'm not really at liberty to say, yeah, sure, you know, I'm doing the pay-per-view and have, like, a bunch of fans be mad at URL if they're not. So, if they are doing a live pay-per-view, yes, I'm going to be directing it, and yes, I'm going to be handling all the tech issues behind it. So,
okay.
You know.
Now I did read your Twitter timeline, so you might want to go delete some of your tweets if you're not trying to speak on it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Word.
But no, that's fine. All right, so my next question has to be this, man. Like, how did you get your name Avocado, and why do you spell it like that? And just give me the backstory behind that. I gotta know what, like.
Man, I wish there was like a cool story behind this, and honestly, I kind of wished I didn't have the surname of Avocado. I wish people would just call me Kyle, like my real name, because I'm not a rapper. So
yeah.
It's weird that I have this like fucking vegetable fruit name. But long story short, man, like I like way back in like 2000, 2001, I rapped and was fucking terrible, and I just wanted to pick. I was like, okay, everybody eventually hates their rapper names, you know, as they get older, and they're eventually like, this name's kind of silly. So I just picked the dumbest name I could think of, and it was Avocado Breath. And I was like, okay, that name's stupid as fuck. I'm gonna go with that.
Avocado Breath. Wow.
Yeah, and then when I signed up to, you know, I was on like the message boards heavy, and that's kind of how I like networked in the early days and met like Lush One, Philip Drummond, and everybody I kind of like got my roots with, starting filming battles. I just had the username Avocado. So they always just called me by my username for the message board. So that's kind of how it stuck around. But I wish more people would just call me Kyle.
Kyle.
Like, maybe just call me Kyle.
Okay. Well, okay, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Why do you spell it like that? Like that?
That's the correct way to spell it. That's how it's really spelled. I was confused when you asked me that. I was like, man, do I spell it weird? But no, that's how you
Oh, that's how you really spell. Oh, wow, I thought I was wouldn't know. Well, you learn something new every day. And that's why I didn't go to the spelling bee. Well, there we go. So my next question is, will you be working with URL in the future after Traffic?
I mean, I would love to. Like, so far, it's been nothing but, you know, a pleasure and easy to work with. Like, they've been excellent business people on their end, and I'm completely confident that I'm going to deliver on my end. Like, filming and editing and directing pay-per-views for me is seriously like second nature. I don't even really have to put much thought or effort into it. It's kind of just, I've been doing it for so long, it's like easy for me now. So, but I'm definitely, that being said, I'm definitely going to try a lot of new stuff that I think will kind of innovate their current look. And I'm going to try some new things, especially if we're doing a pay-per-view. I'm definitely going to try to, you know, have the level of quality that's kind of synonymous with the work I do.
So let's
transfer over there.
So let's just say if hypothetically you were doing the pay-per-view for Traffic 3, what would be the biggest improvement, and what guarantee would you give the fans that like about your quality of work, so they could be at ease if and when they ever get the pay-per-view?
I mean, if you followed like the live pay-per-views I've done in the past, I would just kind of expect that. Like, at this point, I do a live show every single week on Ruin Your Day. I do Watch Battles live, and that's in HD, and it's live and streaming. So that should be proof in the pudding enough that I can handle that. And that's even on a small scale too, with like one camera. As soon as I get a budget behind myself, it's like I can definitely guarantee it's going to be HD. It's not going to be pixelated. There's going to be clear audio, and it's going to be a presentation more than just a stream.